Hello everybody, it is my pride and joy, the Roberta Joyce, named after my mom. The first owner, Danny Matsumura, who built this in 1994, was named the Court Lynn, named it after his daughters. I named it after my mother. God rest her soul, she's still looking down upon me. So she's a 28-foot fiberglass Fraser River boat. They call them the mosquito boats because they're so fast. This boat goes 25 knots. Burns a little over 10 gallons an hour. I got a custom built triple axle trailer, and this is galvanized steel. Now this normal trailers are about 6 inches and change. This is 8 inches all the way through. And then this here, I got them custom fitted to my boat. But if you guys were gonna rent out your trailers and all that kind of stuff, this can actually be removed and put it up here. So you could fit a 35 foot boat on this trailer. So I got them custom built here. So the bunks are original. The trailer was built in 2014. That's when I did all the modifications, put a new engine in and stuff like that. So, and then I actually plumbed in, there's a thing that you could actually put into the back of the wheels. Now, the trailer hubs and everything, I moved it last year. They all been repacked and greased and everything, and I just moved it basically 400 feet from my old place to this place here. So this is out in Maple Ridge here, so pretty nice. And then the original trailer came with smaller axles. Now these are 6,000 pound axles. I bought it brand new from Pacific Axle, I think in 2015, the year after. And all new rubber all the way around. Basically it's done a couple trips on it, and yeah, so anyways, very, very solid. So the trailer itself, those are three 6,000 pound axles, 18,000 pounds. The trailer weight itself is about 1,800 pounds. So, and the boat itself is 4,000 pounds, maybe, if that, to 5,000 topped with the tanks, and pretty good. So it'll carry it easily. So it's a little bit overkill, but I make sure I don't go full. I don't go halfway on things. That bar comes off right here, so you could get the bar out. So the bar comes off, you just unscrew it. So then you could take the boat out just before you drop it in the water. What that is, I just found that when you're going over the bumps and that too, it just boxes in and gives it a little bit more support and stuff there too. So, and I tried all kinds of things with protecting my prop, you know, from anything, you know, debris, nets, that kind of stuff there too, getting wrapped up in your wheel. I tried all kinds of contraptions to put it in there. So, but this is a nice little beaver tail, goes perfectly over there. That propeller I just bought, the last time I used it was in 2018, so that's relatively new. It's been sitting for the last 4 years, but that prop, 4-blade prop, gets it out of the hole so quick, so nicely. The original boat had a 440 Chrysler engine, Dodge engine in it. I repowered it in 2014, brand new 350 Inmar motor, and so it was a little bit lighter, so I moved it back, and I'll show you when you get into the cabin. But soon as I moved it back a bit, and then when I did my first sea trial, I was going really fast, but I was looking up at the seagulls all the time because my ass end was but down in the water and my bow was up in the air. So what I did to alleviate that, and because you can't put power trim tabs on this because you're going to rip your net up and stuff, what I did is I fiberglassed the bottom of the hull, and I put these little wings on here to protect the net and stuff like that, and rounded them down right from there. So there's sort of like mini roll chucks in that. So, and when this boat is awesome in rough weather and that, so it gets you out of the hole and gets you up on step a lot quicker. This boat will go 25 knots and change. And one thing I would do with this, these are original bunks and that, so I did some stuff here to prop it up and that too, but it's probably time to change the bunks on it there too. So just wooden bunks with carpet around it. These are all nicely braced up and solid all the way through. So and there's the other side of the boat. And then these ones here, I went with the wet exhaust out to the back here. So because I had that big stack in the middle of the boat before, so when I changed the motor, I went over to these wet exhausts on the back here. So it gets it's not as loud, and then just goes out the side here. So there's the boat. So I'm just gonna go up the ladder here. So the guy that built this, Danny Matsamura, this is the third boat he's built, and he did a really good job on this one. I bought this quite a while ago, and honestly, he said he bought it. And you ever see a fiberglass drum before? There you go. Nice fiberglass drum, solid, and the drum drive is really good. So it picks up the side pens here. Will hold probably 150, 200 sockeye per side. And then in the stern, I had, probably about 500-600 and change underneath there. So it's a pretty deep drum. And then this here, this is the engine compartment. So it used to be at hatch, but now it's just basically like I covered. There's the exhaust going through. I'll pull it, and I got it covered for the because when I winterize it, I put a heater in there so it doesn't freeze up and stuff. So got some nice deck lights here. Got a 16-mile radar and a huge light. So when you're coming into port, that beam right there, that's huge. I remember coming into the King Colet up north, and that when you're going that kind of speed, when it's getting a little dusk out, you want to make sure you want to see in front of you, and that thing will light up the whole breakwater. So it's pretty bright. So anyway, everything's all done. Nice roller there, nice big rollers, deck lights on the back there. And then the cabin, I redid the cabin here a few years ago. I got my buddy in here, the carpenter, that's a bunk that'll fold into a bunk. That's just extra storage. And the batteries there, I got one battery there, and I got one or two more, one big one down there. That's to run your sound system. The other one's for the engine. There's your dual batteries. There's a 2,000 watt inverter. And there's your switches for your on and off switch and all kinds of stuff there. I got a nice little VHF that works out good. And there's a 16-mile radar. And then this Hummingbird is awesome. Nice Hummingbird, little depth sounder, a little basic, but it's all good. You can sleep 2 or 3 people up in the bow here. And I had 4 people sleeping here, 1 sleeping here, 1 sleeping on the ground here. And then I was going to go with captain's chairs, but I just put cushions. It's nice and easy to get in. We just have sandwiches and stuff. And underneath there is the actual, your head. It actually is plumbed in, but I fiberglassed over it. So there's your head up under there. And underneath that, there's all kinds of storage space. So all kinds of stuff you could put any of your valuables. So you could turn it into a pleasure boat or a commercial Gillnetter coming up for the season. And this window is nice and good. These ones are good here. That one was, this window here was brand new, and somebody didn't know how to park, and their bow hit that. So anyway, so that's where that happened. So anyways, so this one here is the motor. So this chair, the stairs come right out here. And like I said, the majority of the life, and those are my sway bars for the hitch on the front. So that comes with the trailer. And this one here, I'll pull this back. So there's the motor underneath there. So, and like I said, basically when they had a 440 in here, so there's the motor, a little dusty and stuff there too. Runs great. It's actually not that many hours on this thing at all. So it's an electronic multi-port fuel injected. And as you can see, I had to raise it up for the wet exhaust. And then I take the hoses off on the wet exhaust here, and then it'll just flush out through the back there. So, but a great motor. Hydraulics there, the hydraulic the drum for everything. Here's your hydraulics that run right off the motor there too. So that's, you know, just a good, clean work boat that could be dressed up for a nice, and then you got your rear controls in the back there, and then your front controls up here. So, but like I said, it's nicely built. The fiberglass on it is about 3 to 4 inches thick, so it's very well built. It handles the weather really well, and it's one of the faster boats on the coast. So I actually had 11 people aboard here when I was taken out for sea trials, and we're in Pitt Lake, and I pulled up my ex-girlfriend on water skis behind it. So it's that quick, and it runs good. I just don't need it anymore because it's been sitting. And like I said, I just repowered everything in 2014. There's maybe less than 1,000 hours on this, if that. Once you hook it up to a computer, you can tell what it would be, but it's lots of life left in it. It's a great motor. And a good seaworthy boat. Like I said, what I'm going to be doing is looking at starting a seafood company now. So, and I just haven't fished this. And it's been sitting, last time I used it was 2018 in the Straits. And one thing about the motor, one of the cylinders is is not quite 100%. So I was basically running on 7 cylinders, and my mechanic said you just basically got to do something to reset the ring on it, and then you get your compression back up again. So it runs good on that. But once I'll show the video once when you're running on all 8 cylinders, this thing flies. So anyways, and there's your speaker there. There's a couple speakers up in the top here, and you got your lights here. All the way around. So, but a good, great seaworthy boat, looking for a good home, and it's priced to sell. So if you got any questions or concerns or anything, or you want to come out to view it, call me, Nelson Morvan, 604-889-9664. And my cell phone number is 604-889-9664. It's Nelson Morvan, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.